Hello everybody and welcome back to Ant Holleufer. You know, it's been a while. What? 7 days? Oh yeah, I upload every Sunday, so well, 7 days since the last, and yeah, always Sunday. Yeah, today we have a new video with a new colony, with a colony that I have been wanted for so long, and I've been a lot in doubt if I should get it or not, but some people in the comments have been really forcing me to, you know, get this colony. I think you know who you are, Minigun. But no jokes aside, I have wanted big-headed ants for so long, and today is the day where I unbox my big-headed ants, aka Pheidole. And just to clarify, this video is not sponsored. I did pay the full price, shipping money and everything and all you can pay from Ants HQ, but they were really nice to talk with. So, without further ado, let's start the video. So as usual, I'll start the video by unboxing the ants because you guys haven't seen them and I just received them. So this right here is me trying to open up the package, and like always, I can't really figure out the correct way in. Sometimes you can just cut it, sometimes you have to get the shipment letter off and all these weird things. But pretty quickly, I was in. And the ants had this nice little package saying which way I should keep the ants. So now I just had to open this little box. And I tried a little bit. No, I did have to cut all the way around. But then I could take this little box out. And then we had another bubble wrap with the ants inside. So this is definitely the best packaging I've ever received, just because you had to do so much to get into the ants. Not that any other packaging hasn't been great, this has just been really protected compared to other ones. Though when I came to this part I had a little bit of struggle to get into the ants themselves, but finally I got the opening correct and I could take the ants out. And this was my first reaction when I saw the ants. Damn, they are small, but I did expect them to be small. But you can just see my reaction, like, damn. Yeah, no words really to describe this moment. This right here is my new Pheidole colony. So this is a 7-queen Pheidole Pieli colony. Or at least that was what I was supposed to receive. Sadly, one of the queens have been torn completely apart, and this is probably due to the workers being really stressed. Which is normally, so I'm just glad that I had 6 alive queens. And as you could see, they were all over the place and I just didn't know how I would ever feed them inside this test tube. So I decided, you know, I am gonna put them into a little switch box from High-Tech Ants and connect that to an outworld. And this is me connecting it to the switch box. So these are 3 different things that just are not meant to fit together. The outworld doesn't fit with the switcher, or it does, but I have to put tubing in between and I don't have the correct tubing. And this test tube is just a little bit too small for the High-Tech Ants switch box. So all 3 things are a little bit out of fit, and therefore this is definitely not my future setup. But as you can see, the colony was all over the place, and immediately they were inside the switch box and exploring everything. And this was just such an amazing moment for me because these ants are so small, it's just completely insane. The workers are 1.5 millimeters long, and I could just see them all over the place. So I gave them a little bit of honey and a chopped up mealworm to see how they reacted, because it may have been a while since last time they were fed, or maybe it was yesterday. Only this feeding will show for sure. So this right here is my little outworld to switch box and tubing that doesn't quite fit together thing. And it actually works really well compared to when I initially made it. I wasn't sure how it would fit, but it works really well. Two minutes into the connection and the workers were still pretty much all over the place. As you can see, this is a Pheidole colony and they are also known as big-headed ants. and you can clearly see that with those majors and their giant head. So an even closer close-up of the colony, and as you can see, there are small rocks all over the place. And when I recorded it, I wasn't quite sure if it was rocks or sand or eggs or what it was. I am pretty sure today that almost all of this is rocks, but you can see one of the majors and one of the other majors is walking around with some of the eggs. So I'm not quite sure how many eggs they have because, you know, there are rocks all over the place, but you can see a larvae in the bottom of the screen, and you can see a few eggs here and there that the workers move around. And in general, I'm not quite sure how much brood we have and how much larvae we have, but only time will tell. This is a Pheidole colony, which I said before, but that means they are very fast from egg to worker since they are so small. But this right here is one of the 6 queens next to the 7th dead queen, and next to that a major's head. So they have definitely been a little bit stressed during the shipment, and some of the workers have been fighting or tearing each other apart or something. Luckily it's over now, and I don't think we'll have any more fighting. But you can see the 6 other queens are all seemingly healthy, and I haven't been able to spot any problems with the rest. So taking a look around the outworld, there's quite a lot of action. I just love all of these majors just walking around. They look so weird. And that's one of the things I've always wanted a Pheidole colony, because they have these really cool majors and you can just see, yeah, they're so amazing. Even though they are as big as a Lasius flowers worker. But that's not what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about how cool they are. So for some reason, which is probably due to the nest being ripped apart, they all swarmed their old cotton ball instead of eating the new protein and honey. They just all went over and started digging or biting in the cotton. I'm not sure if they had a little bit of leftover pupae or brood or something in the cotton ball, but they were very interested in it at least. Here we have a little from the top look. And this outworld is absolutely mini. I mean, it's so small and the workers are just so tiny inside. So these majors have a really big head for a good reason, because they are good at cutting things, because their head is just one big muscle. Or it's not one, but it's pretty much just one big muscle compared to the normal workers. And yet they can tendons to the brood, carry around small eggs and larvae, and that's just so amazing to me that they have these giant muscles and yet they can grab small eggs and move them around as they please. So I have mentioned a few times that these ants are small, and in general Pheidole are really small, but how small are these? Well, this Pieli colony has its smallest workers sizing at 1.5 millimeters, and the large majors you see right here is around 3 millimeters, and that is really small compared to a normal Lasius niger is around 2 millimeters for a little bit of size comparison. So as this colony is so mini, I am really needing to watch out for escapees. You know, 1.5 millimeter workers should be fairly easy to lose and make them go all over the place. I'm not too worried about them escaping because I know the queens can't escape and the majors can't escape. So if we would have 1 or 2 workers escape, it wouldn't really mean anything. Also because they can't really hurt my other ant colonies as they are micro small compared to them. Of course, I will keep an eye on them escaping, and for now they haven't escaped at all. But the good thing is, like I talked a little bit about earlier, that with 6 queens and such a small species, this colony should grow insanely fast. And that is definitely one of the reasons why I've always wanted the Pheidole colony, because they can explode in numbers incredibly fast. So far I have fed them a few times and they don't really seem to be that interested, and they haven't really been around since the day 1 I got them, but hopefully this is just a temporary stop of the colony. I have heard that Pheidole colonies will often have a big crash after they have been shipped, and I am expecting this to happen because I've heard so much about it, so maybe this colony won't really start off amazingly, but will slowly kick off. But no matter what, I will make videos on these if they grow fast, if they don't grow fast. I am really excited for these because, well, they are Pheidole and I have wanted Pheidoles for so long. And I just can't stop looking at these majors, they are so pretty. So right now, this colony is just meant to stay in the test tube, but I am receiving a starter kit from Antboy UK pretty soon, and hopefully that starter kit will fit well into this colony's future, as it is a macro nest starter kit. Therefore, it should be perfect for these Pheidole colonies. But for now, I'd just like to say, do you have any good experience on this species, or just Pheidole in general? I'd love to hear all of your good tips and tricks. Because, you know, as usual, I love some tips and some tricks, and I'll love to get them back at you in the next video. So please share all of your Pheidole knowledge in the comments below. So right before the outro, this right here is the temporary setup they live in. As you can see, none of these things really fit together, but hopefully they won't live in this for long, and hopefully I'll get them into a more secure setup. So yeah guys, that has been it for this video. I am really looking forward to watching this colony grow. Hopefully it should grow crazy fast as soon as they kind of get over that little freeze after they have been shipped. But hopefully that is over very soon and they will start to grow. But you know, as I said before, only time will tell. But yeah guys, that's been it for this video. So don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps with a little like and subscribe, so yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!